So when you come in for an aesthetics consultation, you will see Nurse Cyndy and myself.
Hello.
And what we do during that time is we are going to be assessing your overall skin, the health of it, and what your specific goals are. So my role in that is the injectables, and Cyndy's role is the actual skin health. So we're looking at Zeo products and what specific needs do you have. So what are some things that you're looking for when you're doing your assessment?
Well, I think the first thing anytime a patient comes in is what is their goal? I mean, if they want to start off with some neuromodulators, the Botox or whatnot, that's where my part comes into, because we need to talk about maintenance. What's your skincare routine right now? Are you doing anything? Are you using a bar of soap to wash your face? Because if you're going to invest any amount of money in the skincare, Amanda and I are going to look at the whole picture. So I want to know what your skincare routine is, if we need to modify it at all. And of course, here at the clinic, we use the Zeo products by Dr. Obagi, and it's second to none. So we're going to go from there. Are we going to add anything else? Maintenance. Are we going to do some microneedling? Are we going to do chemical peels? And together we're going to put a package together.
Right. And we're going to be looking at, again, your goals and timelines. So everything's not at once. Like, you're not going to come in one day. You're not going to get Dysport and a peel and a hydrofacial. And, you know, like, all that is not going to happen.
Yeah, I forgot about the facials too.
Yes, facials for sure. So it's everything. And so we sit down, and let's just say that your concern is that you have dry skin, but you also have some rosacea. And then you know, you've got some wrinkling that you would like to get rid of. Maybe you have a little skin laxity. So then we're looking at doing some of the more intense Zeo products, or even getting into the medicated when we're talking about rosacea. Or even do we need to go back into the medical side of things, and we're looking at some low-dose naltrexone, we're looking at some hormone therapy, because all of these things come together. And that's why we have this combined at our clinic, so that it's not just about your skin, it's about your whole health. What is going to make everything better? What are you eating? So again,
are you drinking enough water? Are you exercising?
Are you eating enough protein? You know, if you don't eat good protein, then you're not going to have good collagen. And good collagen is what makes us all plumpy and nice. And so that assessment is really then looking at what do you want. So we'll say that again, you know, you've got the dryness, you've got the rosacea, you've got some wrinkles, you've got some skin laxity. So then that day, probably we're going to do a neuromodulator, which would be Dysport or Botox. And then Cyndy will be doing a deep dive into your actual skin texture, usually while I'm out pulling that up, and talking to you about your plan moving forward, which would be probably in that case, would you do a peel? Would you do facials? If you had like rosacea, dry skin, some laxity.
Obviously the facials. I mean, once a month facials would be great. The skincare line with Dr. Obagi, the Zeo, has a rosacea kit. I mean, which you will notice in one night the difference in your skin. Rosacea, the facials, the hydrofacials. I have boosters that are specific to the rosacea. The peels are never going to hurt. That's always going to help your skin. Yeah, the microneedling for sure. I mean, the whole package again.
Yeah, and then some sculpture for that skin laxity. But, you know, again, everything is in a series. And so some things are maintenance. Like getting a monthly facial is like going to your dentist and getting a teeth cleaning, you know, getting the hydrofacial. You know, it's like you do your at-home skincare, which is like brushing your teeth. You come into the clinic to get your facials and then your injectables as well. But they all go together. And we have like some really great, like you said, the boosters that go
are fabulous
with our neuromodulators. So they help them work a little bit better. And then other things, again, bringing in the medical, if you take zinc, then your neuromodulator will last longer, which is a very cool thing. So, you know, we're just looking at the whole package of what do you need and how can we provide that and meeting your goals. I did want to talk about peels a little bit too. So there's a lot of kind of a false idea, I don't know the best way to say that, but about peels. A lot of people will tell me, oh, I would love to get a peel, but my skin is so sensitive, it can't tolerate anything. Well, your skin's sensitive because your skin barrier is impaired, right?
And we want to regenerate that skin, get it beautiful and glowing again. So if you come and get a peel, we have different kinds of peels too. The word peel, if you come get a lunchtime stimulator peel, doesn't mean that your face is going to peel off the next day.
Right.
There's no actual peeling. Your skin is just regenerating. Now, if you do want to take a little peel off of your face, we have those too, and those can get a little spicy, but the results are absolutely phenomenal.
They really are. The Big Daddy peel, as Cyndy likes to call it, which is the ZO 3-step peel. And it is spicy. I had it, I think in the spring. And oh my gosh, I was so happy with the results.
Yeah.
But yeah, the stimulator peel, we have an enzyme peel, and those peels are actually working while you're getting the peel. So as we're doing the peel, then we're seeing the skin come off, that dead skin on the surface, and revealing the nice fresh skin. It also stimulates, hence stimulator peel, to grow more collagen, to grow more turnover in your skin. So as we age, our skin turns over less and less. You know, like babies, I can't remember what it is. It's ridiculous. Like every 3 days, all of your skin, right? By the time you get to our age, it's something like every 90 days. So we need help. We need to get that stuff done.
Maintenance.
Right. And then also, so if you have sensitive skin, I mean, we have a line for sensitive skin, but really more often than not, it's that your skin barrier is impaired and it needs to be restructured so that it's healthy, so that every single thing that happens to it doesn't make you turn red and flake and get dry and hurt. And that is when you're using really good product. And so the cool thing that I just love about ZO is it is pricey, but you use such a teeny tiny amount of it. It lasts for
Less
so
is more,
long.
and also it's all research based. They've done clinical studies on this stuff. It works, you know, and you'll notice results, like I said, in one day. And the longer you use it, the better your skin's going to be. I mean, it's like a car getting an oil change. You have to get your oil changed, or that car's not going to run anymore. Your face, the same thing. You want to keep up with the maintenance.
Absolutely. And ZO that is carried in clinics is medical grade, meaning that you have to have a license to buy it. So you can't get it anywhere else. So they do sell ZO on Amazon. It's not actually ZO because that's not legal. So it's a knockoff, but it's not actually, people have brought it in before.
For sure.
And it's not, it comes in like a white box. It's not ZO at all. So do be careful about what you're buying and where you're buying it. But that's the benefit of getting a professional, because then you know that like this is the right product for what you need. Because when you're investing significantly in your skin, it's like you want to make sure that the thing you're buying, just like, you know, when you're buying stocks, you get some advice on that. You just don't go and buy any old thing at Kmart, right?
Absolutely.
You go and you get what you probably don't buy Kmart stock anyway. But also you want an expert's advice. And so, and you know, Nurse Cyndy has, oh my gosh, so many years of expert looking at skin. You know, in her previous role, it was more about like skin diseases, skin problems.
Skin cancer, right?
Yes. Then, you know, the regenerative work that we're doing here, which I think is probably more fun, right?
Absolutely.
So we would be so excited to see you together for your skincare needs. And I also want to say, like, we don't only do faces. So we have Hydrofacial. Hydrofacial has Hydra Back. They have Hydra Booty. They have the Hydra Vajayjay.
Yes.
So there are many areas of the body that we can treat and make the skin
regenerate.
Better. Yes. Regeneration.
Don't hesitate to regenerate.
I love it. Drop us any questions that you have. We would be happy to answer those. We'll see you soon.